Hopefully the audio is working this time, but this is a trap that I've made. Now I did look it up because I got curious and I wanted to see if I could make a trap based off a video someone else made, but it appears that nobody else has made a video about it, at least from what I've searched. Algorithm wasn't very kind. But here, if I... Can you stop? I can just do this. I could actually use my trash lassos. But I'm going to teach you how to build this and exactly what I did to do this. Now, I've become poor because I bought a second plot of land, which costs 10k. Yay. But I don't know. I don't really... Okay. It's a little different with you listening. Basically, I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to show you how to make one, and the general location where I made mine. About this area. It's relatively flat too. Right about here. Yeah, just like that. You don't want it to appear like this, because the horses will not go over that tiny lip. That's due to a slight elevation or due to me. User error, most likely. If you really want to, you could bring these up a little higher, up to about this height, and they just drop off the edge, and they can't get back out. Like if you wanted to do ramps all around, you can do that. But I have to do this. I think... yeah. Buildings... okay. Can be a little annoying when you're not hitting all the thingies, but that's okay. So this will be your base layer. And then you're going to go back in with this. And do the layer one more time. On all of it. Yes, that includes the corners, if you added them. Then, you're going to want to go to these corners, put them up once more, so they're not running off. Because they can, and they will, go this way instead of that way. You want to force them in the middle. Then, hopefully, if you did it right, and then mess it up like I did, I messed it up twice before, it will do what I want it to. It appears that I have fixed my issue. I'm hoping that the headphones are still on. They are Bluetooth, because my cord broke, so I'm working with what I got. This is how it should look. 8 ramps and a bunch of stone. Up 2 layers for this shape, and then on the corners just up 3. And 8 ramps. And I'll have her demonstrate, and I'll demonstrate myself on how this works. So I'll try and chase this in. You can do it on a horse, you can do it off a horse. It's a little easier to chase these guys in than it is the other ones. And yeah, that's it. That's all you gotta do. And if you really wanted to, if you don't want to use lassos, just sneak up and feed them. It's not that hard. That's it. So imagine you have the 1 layer base, just the center thing. And you just have the ramp up to here, just a little higher. Or if you just use ramps in general, I could do those, oh, but then I have to build it. I'll do it. I'll show more examples. I'm hoping that the audio is still working. So I'm gonna do this because I want it to be square. That's really annoying. Hate it when it does that. Okay. And then just destroy that. Grab your ramps. I don't think there's any other ramps you can use. This is just what I got. You could probably make it bigger than what I have it. Let's try that. Than what I had with the other one. You can use whichever trap you please if this ends up working. Alright. You're gonna need a lot more of these, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm not certain if they can get over this, but we'll see. I doubt it. These are the only 2 traps I have in mind. If I get any more ideas, I'll probably make a video about it. If I don't, it's okay. This exists for a reason, because nobody else has made it, to my knowledge. So, why don't I? Okay. It's just a bunch of ramps, and now she's gonna test it. Can it get out? Doesn't appear so. So you can have a wider area if you don't like the big bulky option, and the chances of them getting trapped in this corner is a little less. Congrats. You made a drop. I was talking with a friend and said I was gonna show other areas that it can be in. So I'm gonna show a couple areas it'll be in. So over here, about this area, is where you want to put one of them. Is where I put it. As a map reference, right here. You gotta play within the confines of this. I like to put it in sort of a more dense area. So somewhere about here. I'm gonna choose this one. Boop. There you go. A little different than the goats. Goats will be mean to you, so you can just have them chase you in. And just like that, I don't think it can get out. But it will kick me. So if you're gonna tame these, just be a little more careful. Just don't food tame them. That's my only suggestion to you. And if you're gonna food tame them, make them come to you, and the moment you see that, click it. But that's a general location for one. A bird's eye view, so you can see. Between this spawn, go away, and this spawn. There's a couple more spawns over there. You can choose where you want to put it. You're not confined to the places that I put them. So, when you get here, you're going to find some flat land. Kind of. Place it accordingly. And let's test it out. Maybe get that one to run into it. I don't think it's getting out of the water anymore. Oh. Usually they can't, but pretty easily capture a pony. I'll show you the general location of where I did this. If I go up here. About there on the map, center. So there's a few spawns here. I'd probably put it right about here. Facing kinda like that. So you can do the big bulky option too, but this is growing on me. I think this is better. Less materials and it looks a little nicer. And it's a bigger area. So that you can use it to your advantage. They do chase, but you can also chase them. They're just a little trickier. You can also get these guys. Like if you go slow, they're, see if it's true, a little more willing to run away from you, but if you're going fast, they'll hit you. Because why not? Unfortunately, you do have to do it a little slow. But it is how it is. I find it interesting how they have their own little taming techniques that you can use. And yeah, just like that, kind of walked in on its own. And now it can't get out. Could probably still punt me though. If you want to, use your lassos, or you can food tame it. We've just been food taming. Lassos are expensive. We just hope we get them in boss fights. That's about all you gotta do. I don't think there's anywhere else that I could use as an example. But if you really don't like, if you're not even hunting the goats, but if you don't like how they treated you, if they tossed you off, and you're getting annoyed, just put them in here. Timeout. Goat prison. And the general location of this is kind of up on the mountain. It's one of my favorite spots to farm food. But between a regular horse spawn, a place where it spawns a bunch of them, bunch spawn here too, and if you want you can go all the way over there. But I find this best. I think that's the only extra stuff I have. If I come up with anything better, if I find better spots, or if I make a new trap, I'll try and make a video about it. That's pretty much all there is to it. I am going to change this though. To change this one to cancel, because that's kind of what it's about. Pretty cool. Using each one as you see fit. Highly suggest doing this one instead of the first one I came up with, because it's smarter, less resources, bigger area, a little easier to get them in, so they're not getting stuck in the corners all the time. You can just catch more. And if you're, in case you're handling something like this that'll toss you off your horse, you might have a better chance of not getting tossed off if you can get them from a distance. In case you're going fast by or something like that. I don't know. Make it a little easier to tame with food. That's pretty much it.